Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. We're back with the Loco Lobos podcast, episode 2, with my good friend Charles. How you doing, my brother?
What's going on? Doing good, doing good.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you on the podcast again for the second episode.
Oh yeah, no problem, bro. Always supporting a friend. Glad to be here.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. So today, the stuff we're kind of going over is a little bit about our passions and a little bit about our hobbies and, just kind of fun stuff we like to do. So I'll let Charles lead for this one. If you want to get into some of your passions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Crypto mining. I've been trying to get into crypto mining. I've downloaded like a lot of applications, testing out various ones to do mining. So that I'm trying to get back into the stocks too. So, it's cool because my PC, I can run anything on my computer. So that's a cool thing. Um, right now, I'm just primarily just trying to get better at mining, get better at knowing certain parts that I need to get better at it. Um, but yeah, that's a side hustle that I got going on. I'm also playing some video games, live streaming here and there. It'll be good, I'll be live streaming for 4 hours and then I'll get like zero viewers, but that's how it is. but um, but yeah, it's just a side hobby. I like just playing video games or doing mining. I've been what do you call it? Also developing stuff. I've helped Victor on some of the stuff too, as far as logos and stuff for his DJing. Shout out DJ L96.
Yes, sir, DJL96. That's me.
Yeah,
Yeah, as far as the stocks things and the crypto, I knew that kind of blew up around the time, the whole GameStop and AMC thing kind of happened. And after that, I was like, man, I need to hop on Robinhood, or hop on one of these stock apps and try to learn it. But I feel like it's confusing to people that don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Or don't
yeah,
don't quite understand it. So, I'm over here watching YouTube videos, how to begin, what, they call them plays, what plays could happen for the week, stocks that are cheap that could eventually, blow up in popularity or blow up in, the the graph or whatever it's called. I don't know all the terminology yet, but it's cool. I have one stock I'm invested in. It's not that much money, but I'm going to plan to keep it, and see what happens. And some of my friends from high school, shout out to all my friends from Harmony Science Academy Dallas. Shout out you guys. I was there for probably since seventh grade all the way up into 11th, and I made some real good friends there. And we have a group chat on Instagram, and we all just talk to each other, catch up. Sometimes we hang out. Haven't seen really anybody probably since last year, but recently, they've been getting into stocks and crypto and all that, and they're giving me advice and they're giving each other advice. So it's real cool to see. Like they say, try to make money in your sleep, and that's one of the ways that you can do that. Let the money work for you. Don't work for the money, I guess is what they say.
yeah. No, yeah, I totally agree, man. It's cool that give respect to those who are around you. But yeah, as far as crypto goes and stocks, they've really been blowing up lately, which is cool. A lot of people have been unemployed, so whatever they've had in their savings, they just put it into crypto. Something that I really want to invest in right now is Dogecoin. Like it was a meme at first, bro, but now it's
Yeah.
like right now it's at 33 cents. It's sitting at 33 cents, and it was like a fraction of that for like I think 4 to 5 years, and it's like incredible how it's like booming up now. So if you invest in like something early like that, you'll like let's say you put in $1, you buy around 100 shares, something at like 1 cent, 10 cents each. And that dollar goes up to maybe $100. I think you won like around $1,000, $10,000 just from that hundred that you put in. So it's pretty cool that happens. Aside from that, other than that, I don't really don't have any other hobbies. Cybernetics, yeah, I'm still learning about that here and there. not too much, and it's just not like my goal for right now. It's like my end goal, to develop that stuff. But yeah, other than that, I'm just working here and there. Now I'm in a position where I don't work as a financier, so I'm switching to different positions. I'm still trying to debate if I want to go to that job that I got offered because it's a full time job, but it's 7 days a week. So I'm in a position where I can either accept that, which I'm grateful. I'm in a position where I can get that job, but I'm also like, do I want to work 7 days a week? Because I did that in my last job, and I really didn't have time for family or friends. So that's something I'm still, in the midst of. Um,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I get you on that because it's like, you know, of course, most of us, or, all of us pretty much work, a 9 to 5, or, in your case, you probably working 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row till you get a day off. And that's cool, you're making money, you're putting in the hours, but at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, sometimes you kind of debate if it's worth it or not, if you get what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, no, man, then like do days I worked 10. I think I worked like 14 days straight, 14 or 15. And at the end of that, I'm like, man, it was a cool paycheck, but like, dang, bro, I really didn't do anything other than like sleep to work. Like that's all I did.
Right.
So, and all the money that I did have really just went to bills. So I'm like, it's really no difference if I work my regular hours or if I work my minimum of a minimum or work a bunch. Like there's no difference on the pay. It's just I don't know. I don't want to work too much because then I lose time for my hobbies, mining, hanging out with you, or playing video games. Like I want to have that me time because you also need it. Everyone needs that.
Yeah, for sure. I understand that because it's like, for me, going to school and working, I still try to find the time to do, what I love to do, which is, DJing and working on music, playing video games on the PS4. And, of course, there's, what's it called? Cross play or cross compatible games now, like Call of
Yeah,
Duty. We recently played Outriders. That's cross play and cross compatible between since you're on PC and I'm on PS4. So that's
yeah.
pretty cool. And but I guess what I'm trying to say is there's always a need for a sacrifice, but sometimes you have to think whether it's worth it or not because working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours in a week nonstop consecutively, working 7, 10 days in a row, I feel like you can get burnt out pretty easily, and you lose
No,
sight of what's important. You lose sight of what that you like, what you love doing outside of
yeah.
work.
Now I have a question for you, bro. Like for right now, I see that you're kind of like burnt out on the stuff that you're doing because you're doing school, you're doing work, and then you're trying to get a little bit of your own mix. How are you feeling right now? Like with school work and then your own stuff. Like you got a full schedule, so how are you doing with that?
Currently, at first I can say it was a little bit rough at first, when we first started back in January, because before that, I was working 40 plus hours. And I don't know if I said this in the last podcast, but I've been outside of school, like for 2 years maybe since I finished at Eastwood back in I think 2019. So basically, I'm just working, 40 plus hours those whole, 2 years or whatever. And, like I kind of explained last time that, I decided to make the jump to go back to school and, I'm here at UTA now. So it was somewhat of a shift because, I haven't really been in a school setting, even if it's, online currently. Of course, we're going back on the fall and all that, and that's good to hear. But yeah, so like I was saying about the whole school setting thing, it's a huge difference from working, like full time to now working, me 32 hours and then going to school, I guess somewhat full time because I'm taking 3 classes and I guess full time is considered four. So it was a little bit of a shift. It was a big shift, because I had to get in that mindset of being in school again, like trying to balance out a schedule and try to find the time, of course, for work. I explained kind of my schedule the last episode. I'm working Thursday through Sunday, 8, 9 hours those days. And, I try to work in my school stuff, Monday through Wednesday. And if I need to, extend it out to Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And usually Sundays are like kind of like my chill days, like prepare for the week ahead kind of thing. So, like I said, at first it was a little bit rough, but eventually I got back in that mindset and I feel like I've been doing a good job, if I can say so myself. And yeah, now we're, almost 2.5 weeks left with the semester. So it's good to see that the work that I've been putting in with these classes and assignments and projects and everything like that, it's good to see how my grades reflected on that work. And it's good to finally come to an ending of this semester because I feel like this semester has helped me get back in the groove of things in terms of being in a school mindset versus before being in a work mindset. So, it's cool to finally wrap things up. And, I'm going to be taking summer classes at Eastfield, in June, from June to July, and then July to August. And then, of course, be back at UTA in the fall, in person. But I'm looking forward to this little break that we have. I think classes end on May 4th, so I have a good 2, 3 weeks, maybe four, until the Eastwood classes start. So I'm looking forward to those weeks because I want to just finally just take a breath because sometimes I ain't, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel burnt out sometimes. I do feel you know a little bit of a, like, my mind being fried, if that makes sense, like just putting in so much work. But of course, I can think it's all worth it in the end, which I do. But it doesn't negate the fact that sometimes I do feel burnt out, sometimes I do have my days. But you just got to keep on pushing forward. So like I said, I'm looking forward to those couple of weeks I have that I can finally catch a break. And I'm planning on meeting up with some friends, hang out with you, hang out with some friends I literally haven't seen since I started school. A couple of my other homies I haven't seen, like I said, my old friends from my Harmony high school or middle school, high school. I haven't seen them in a while. Meet up with them because I literally haven't seen anybody for, honestly, like 7 months. You know what I mean? It feels weird. I mean, of course I see you because you kind of right next to where I work at. We'll hang out for a little bit kind of thing, but like actually going out to places, going out to eat, and going to the park or going to get some food or, going to watch a movie kind of thing now that the movies are open and all that, like just hanging out and having a good time. I haven't had that in forever, and it feels like forever. So I think it'll be worth it now that I'm finally done with the semester and I can finally, hang out with my friends and catch up. Because this whole Zoom thing like we're doing right now is cool. It's nice. It's a different version from talking through text or talking on the phone or a video. I guess this is a video call, but like a video call, like that's all cool. And I'm glad that this pandemic and this whole past year and a half or year, like this development of Zoom and Microsoft Teams and these kind of platforms has helped keep those connections alive. But it's nothing compared to hanging out
In
in
person.
person, catching a
Yeah.
vibe and all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I can say it's been, like I said, it was rough at first, but I feel like it's going better and my mind is prepared now. I'm in that mindset to finally go back in person. I might be nervous. I might be a little bit anxious because I haven't been on a campus. Eastwood, it's a campus, but like nothing compared to what I think UTA would be. So, I'm looking forward to that.